coming live, Texas 101 Jam. We're gonna go ahead and cover the recaps. Week 10.
Week 10 was that was some kind of week.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of excitement.
Yeah, a lot of excitement. Some people got shook up, some people got shook down.
Yeah.
Where we going first? We going with top 10?
Top 10, Greater Houston area. Let's go.
All right. So number one.
Number 1, North Shore versus the A. Come on, man.
Man, I've been waiting to talk about this game since I saw it.
Nah, I know I went for the A. I went for the A.
Yeah, that's true. But now, this is the deal. You went for the A, but the A was ahead. Right?
Yeah, the A was, hey, let me tell you something. The A was winning pretty much. The A was winning up until the fourth quarter. They had them 13-9. I thought I had them +3. Now, I wasn't too far off. Y'all thought I was far off. Now, it was getting exciting. Because, I was watching the game because I was working at Westfield game.
Right.
Anybody who know me know I work EMS, so I work a lot of the games. So I get a chance to watch some good ones. But I tell you, man, I was keeping up with that. It was exciting.
Look, I had a game on this screen. I was watching North Shore versus Atascocita on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got Brenham versus Huntsville
Right.
on the other screen. And man, look, I'm going back and forth and back
Yeah.
and forth. And then all of a sudden, North Shore game just kind of took over.
Wait.
It was like I had to pause this one
Yeah.
so that I could really watch this
Well,
one.
you said you was going to the game, so I guess you didn't make it, huh?
No, because I wanted to go to the other Brenham versus Huntsville,
Okay.
scouting purpose and everything. And then I found a way to be able to do them both.
Okay.
And I knew that if I went to the game, there's
I
no
got
way
you.
I would see the Brenham game.
Right. So basically, North Shore won it, 16-13. I said +3 Atascocita. You said North Shore by 20 or 30. But you got the win, you got the dub. But man,
Yeah.
what a good game! They said up until the fourth quarter it was 13-9, and North Shore went ahead and scored. Now, I'm gonna tell you, what's Elijah Fields, number 99?
Number 99.
Man, Atascocita had a chance. He hit that quarterback. They had the ball on the last drive. I think he got a sack with minus
Yes, he
18
did.
yards
Yes, he
for an
did.
18-yard loss. That was major, man.
You know, I'm proud to say that I coached that kid.
Oh, really?
Now, I didn't add a whole lot to him because that's when he first started out.
Right.
But I was able to identify quickly
Right.
that he was one of those kids that's able to do big
Oh,
things.
he's major. He's major. Shouts out to him and his mom. Hey, he did good. And I said on Facebook, I said, big players show up big times.
Yes, and I'm going to tell you, I was never afraid for North Shore because of their depth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what it's going to come down to.
Right.
Longevity. And once they figured out how to stop Atascocita,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
then they figured out how to score.
Right. Right.
I got kind of upset that Atascocita couldn't keep it going.
Right.
They did. I think they did some pretty much the same thing last season.
Mhm.
They were up by 14.
Right. Well, just North Shore. That's a machine.
They
So
really started clicking and clacking. I want to pause for a second to send our prayers to the punter.
he got hurt.
He was hurt. He will be out for the season.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we never like to see anybody get hurt.
Right. Right.
There was a lot of fanfare and a lot of talk about the call
Illegal hit.
or the
and
fact
and
of the
ref,
no call.
ref didn't call it. Okay.
Right. Well, I guess I try to clear up a little bit about the rules
Mhm.
and whatnot of that. It should have been a call,
Okay.
undoubtedly, because he wasn't able to defend himself.
Okay.
Now, it wasn't anything that the young man who committed the penalty should have been, it shouldn't have been that big of a deal. He shouldn't have been ejected or anything
Right.
like that. Because it wasn't intentional.
Right.
I slowed the thing down. I watched it several different times. And it's like, okay, he's trying to make the play.
It was a regular football play.
And if the punter hadn't been able to kick it,
Mm-hmm.
because the defender made the decision when the boy still had the ball in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
He had almost committed to what he was going to do. And so when he was kicking it, it was almost too late.
Wow.
So yeah, and yeah, it was one of those unfortunate things.
Shouts out to North Shore and Atascocita. The heck of a game.
One heck of a game.
Heck of a game. I enjoyed just watching it from my cell phone, you know. So we have the number 2 team now, Katy and Seven Lakes. We said until they stop.
Right.
Until they stop. You said 21 to 30 points. It was pretty much until they stopped. 59 to 0. I mean,
Whoa.
Yeah. It's expected. Powerhouse. Number 4, we have New Caney versus College Park. Now, that was one. I think I said New Caney plus 14. I want to say. I said New Caney was plus 14. No, I said maybe 21. Can't remember what I said. It was a lot, but they only won 27 to 17.
What?
Yeah, and we both 27 to 17. Yes, sir. That was shocking. Now, Ricino had 31 carries for 248 yards and 3 TDs and one touchdown, one pass for a touchdown.
So he got 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
But he.
I think it may have been 2 touchdowns and 1 pass for a touchdown, not 4.
Okay.
4, yeah. But anyway,
So
it was
they were
pretty
really stopping the
competitive.
run.
It was pretty competitive. Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty competitive. Number 5, Belleville. We said they played against was it Wharton? I want to say Wharton.
Wharton.
Yeah, and we said they were gonna blow them out. It was 60 to 14. So we said plus 40. We on point there.
Yep.
That's expected. Klein Collins and Tomball.
Ooh.
We got a divide there.
Right.
So I think
Right.
that's where you took your L. Because I gave them plus 14.
Mm-hmm.
Klein Collins, you said 7 for Tomball. The score was 35 to 0. Tomball did not score. 28-0 and a half, by half.
Oh, Tomball.
Yeah. Tomball didn't have much offense at all.
Wow.
105, I think 105 all-purpose yards, total yards 98. It was,
You know, sometimes, man, when teams get to playing, teams get blowed out the ball early in the first quarter, and they can't recover.
well, you would expect it to be more competitive than that because Tomball was 5-0 in district and Klein Collins was 4-1, just coming off that loss.
Well, I mean, I
Klein
did expect it to be a really competitive game.
Right.
That's why I'm thinking it, and I had to just slide away from it.
Right.
They had to score, really fast, and then they just couldn't recover from the desperation of trying to make up, if that makes any sense.
Right. Next game, Summer Creek versus C.E. King. Now, C.E. King ranked 10th. Summer Creek was ranked 7th. You went for C.E. King plus 3. I went for Summer Creek plus 7. Total of the score, drum roll, please. Summer Creek 24, C.E. King 21. You lost that one, my brother. It was a close game, though.
King.
Pretty close game.
King.
Pretty close game.
Supposed to do the thing.
C.E. King gave it their all. I mean, they had a kid on that D tackle, man. He must have had a heck of a game. He recorded 13 tackles, several of them for a loss. I mean, your guy Denham, what's his name? Denham, the quarterback, Denham John. He was 17 for 31 with 260 yards passing. He had 2 TDs, but he also had 2 interceptions. On defensive side, C.E. King had 5 sacks. So you would think they, had him.
Seemed like they just couldn't complete a couple of times.
Well, it was a close game.
Was it a lot of penalties?
C.E. King was up. At halftime, they were up 21 to 14. So the final score was 24-21. What that means?
They didn't score in the second half.
Did not score. Summer Creek came back banging. 21-17. They must have kicked the field
Your
goal.
halftime recovery.
Yeah, they kicked the field goal and then they scored in the fourth quarter.
That in mind, those field goals are clutch, man.
Right.
You got to have a good kicker.
Right. So that brings, I guess, put Summer Creek better in the district because you know that's that tough district we talking about. That's North Shore, Atascocita, and Summer Creek and King probably gonna be third and fourth.
Yeah, I mean that leaves C King fourth, right?
Yeah, but like we said, they the top 10. 4 of those teams in that district, top 10 in the Greater Houston area. That tells you that's a heck of a district. Westfield, number 8 Westfield against Davis. Now I worked that game. Man, it was in the rain, you know, so of course, you know, the ball was real slippery. They didn't have a lot of passing yards, but you know, PJ Hatter still did his thing. And I said, forever until they stopped. Plus 40 is what we gave them. It was 48-0.
Woo, yeah.
You know, so
That wasn't hard.
you know, all the receivers got involved. There's a kid on Westfield, number 21. His name is Taji Ali.
Yeah.
Kid pretty nice. I've been watching him. He had like 3 TDs.
Yeah, he's definitely doing it pretty good in the stats too.
Taji Atkins, that's his name.
Yeah.
Taji Atkins. Yeah, three TDs. He plays running back. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. So Davis just didn't have hardly any yards. I think they had 100 and something, 120, 130 total yards. Yeah,
Wow.
not good. But that was expected. And then number 9, the Woodlands and Willis. Now, that was a game that was pretty exciting. You went to that game, right?
Right.
I'll let you break it down. So, you know, I went with the Woodlands. Who you went with?
I went with Willis, man.
Okay. So what was the final score?
No. Wait a minute now.
What was our final score?
I don't know what the final score was.
You
Final
know you
score
went
don't
to the
matter.
game.
I went to the game, so let me tell you how the game went. Do you want to know how the game went?
Yes,
or
sir.
You wanna...
Tell me how the game went.
See, because the game is not reflected in the score.
Okay, let's go.
When I tell you that this was a game until the right around the middle part of the third quarter, it was a game.
Okay,
It was a game.
you're right. It was a game.
Let me tell you something. Willis, that kid, what's his name? DeBron Hampton,
Had a heck of a game.
my God.
Had a heck of a game.
My God. He was doing his thing.
He had about, I have his stats. He was 4 for 94 with 1 TD, 94 yards.
Yeah.
So he had, and his longest one was about 40 something.
Yeah.
So yeah, he did pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the 2 stat leaders coming out of Willis.
Right, he
You know,
did.
you got Jalen
Uh-huh.
Miggins and DeBron
So,
Hampton.
so what really went on? Because final score was 42-14,
Okay, this-
42-28, hold on. And it was, I went plus 14, so I was like spot on. But I'll let you go ahead and you go ahead and say what really happened. What had happened was,
I'm gonna let you make it.
Go ahead.
Understand?
go ahead.
And I'm gonna be as politically correct as I can, right? Willis could have won that game.
Okay.
They were equipped to win that game because if you look at it, you look at the stats, you look at the numbers, you can see that there was things that they didn't do that they could have done. That kid, DeLeon Robinson,
Right. We have him in here.
the Woodlands had no answer for him.
He had 9 rushes for 102 yards, averaging 11.3. Now, my question to you is, when I see this stat here with 2 TDs, when I see he's running 11.3 yards a carry, why they not continue to give him the ball?
I have absolutely no idea.
That's amazing.
This is what's killing me.
Did he have Did he have a breakaway for 80 yards and then the rest of them were only 2-yard rushes?
No, he was killing them.
They were consistently
No,
about 11
He
to
was
15 yards.
consistently- Look, he was a threat on the field.
So why they
But-
went away from him?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I can't speculate on that, but it is something that I would have done. I would utilize. It was raining. a little cold, right?
Mhm.
Definitely don't want to throw the ball too much.
Right.
Woodlands, their defense, their secondary in particular, was good against the pass.
Good against them.
Not so good against the run.
How did the line look in comparison to Willis' line? I want to see Woodland's line because I thought that would be a major factor. Because I thought that the Woodlands line just more experienced. Just
I'd like to say that, but I have to say that Willis's line,
held up
they really did that thing.
on both sides of the ball.
On both sides of the ball, Willis and Woodlands were really doing it.
Okay.
I mean,
Very.
and even though Willis got, they got a lot of sophomores out there. They got Michael Mesquite. They got
Jalen Americans. Jalen.
who's that? Mott.
Not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not Mesquite. What is his name?
Not Mesquite. Oh, you talking about Mesquite plays for
Mesquite plays
Atascocita.
I'm thinking about Bull.
Bull. I don't know his last name.
We always call him Bull.
These are players that you played with in Little League, where your son played with on
Right.
the Pines. So
Right.
yeah, you have
So-
nicknames. That's okay. That's
Yeah,
understandable.
But they did their thing. I wasn't. It wasn't the line.
Right. It wasn't a lie.
They
Okay.
Willis and the Woodlands were almost stalemated, man. They one was scored, the other one scored.
How did
One was scored, the other one
Matar
scored.
look? How did Matar look?
That was the other factor. That was the other factor of the game. Mabry
Because Lagway was pretty good too.
Mabry got hurt.
Oh, he got hurt. Did he come out of the game at the end of the game? Oh,
Yes, he came
hurt.
out of the game. He was playing hurt for a while.
Okay.
He came out at the very end, but he was trying to play hurt.
Okay.
Which, again, I would have advised against altogether,
Right.
But Mabry Matoir,
Real deal. Well,
that kid.
they both juniors, and they trying to. A lot of people are saying that they're 1 and 2 in the state as far as quarterbacks for next year in the 2024 class. So,
When it comes to talking about the 1 and 2 in the state, we're going to talk about that with statistics.
okay.
I don't really like to, people like to do that.
Right.
They like it's kind of ambiguous deal,
Right.
And you can do that. You can go to North Shore, right, and go straight to the North Shore quarterback and say, okay, Kelly Baby is
I
there,
got you.
or David Amador is,
Right. Right.
and because again they're going to be the ones winning.
Right.
And Mabry is winning. I mean, they got a
Yeah.
winning squad. They got a great squad. But I'm not going to cast any aspersions on that young man. That
Okay.
young man right there. Yeah.
He's the real deal.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you took the L on this one.
I took the L. I took the L along
Yeah.
with Willis.
Yeah. So
You
you
know.
took the L for
But
two.
I'm proud of him. I'm
I
proud of
took
him.
the L for 1, so this week I'm looking good. I gotta rub that in.
Oh, Jesus.
So-
That's what I'm talking about right there.
That's our recap for the Grady Houston Top 10. And as we end every show, numbers don't lie. People do. Peace.